Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 2, Episode 19. I'm your host. Adam is DM. Ahmed is Ahmed. How's everyone doing on this fine Boxing Day? Everyone have a good Christmas?
Das Boot.
We had an enormous turkey, partially my fault, partially my wife's fault, but mostly my fault.
Proportions again? Measurements and proportions.
The measurements and proportions thing. And it was like, it came out fantastic. But between the two of us, we've got 20 pounds of turkey to eat.
And you will eat 14 pounds.
That sounds about right. So we had an excellent turkey, stuffing, potatoes, homemade gravy dinner yesterday. We watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Leaving the Shadows or Enter the Shadows or Go to the Shadows, something with the shadows in it from 2016. The movie was fantastic with the Technodrome and Kang, and there's no spoilers. It's introduced in like the first 5 minutes. So that movie is great. Way better than it had any rights being. And then for video games, I finally bought Marvel Midnight Sun.
Is that good?
So it's Firaxis who made the XCOM games. So it is actually like a card-based, turn-based tactical game.
Yeah, it's a deck builder like Gloomhaven or something. Like
Firaxis, yeah, or Firaxis, the game publisher.
Yeah.
It is the gameplay itself. The gameplay mechanics are really slick, like the actual fighting mechanics.
Yeah.
The derpy homeworld sort of character relationship building stuff is not so fantastic. It's kind of like fanfic level writing for some of it. Like, you can tell that it was from a point in time where they're like, no, Captain Marvel is the next big thing. And it's like, no, Captain Marvel's not cool. Like, nope, Captain Marvel isn't cool.
Oh, it's Superman. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, every bit of dialogue tells you that Captain Marvel is cool, and that doesn't make you cool. So every bit of dialogue is like, oh, you're so cool. It's like, stop making my character say, Captain Marvel, you're so cool. It's not working. But the mechanics for the combat are really cool. It's like, and it gave me some ideas for how to like do some revamping in D&D. Basically, you need to build energy. In this case, it's hero points done through basic attacks. The hero points that you build over time are how you then unleash your more powerful stuff. And the general concept being, the first round of combat, you don't do your best stuff. Where D&D is very much like, game on! And then you just explode everything with all of your powers. Right? You use all your powers immediately. And this was balanced around more protracted fights, and it was done through this like power specking. So it was pretty cool, and the combat was like built into attacks, skills, and then hero moves. And you need to use attacks to build power for hero moves and skills to stuff. It's very cool. It's quite deep. The combat you can basically run on its combat alone. The story stuff is, there's a group called the Emo Kids, and they're just so emo. And like, it's like, okay, all right, emo kid. It's just the story's okay, but the combat's really good. So I'm having fun with that. For $8, yeah.
Nice. What are you up to? What are you playing?
Days Gone.
Days
Gone. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie survival. You're like this basically biker gang dude, drifter going through camp to camp doing stuff. It is really, really well done.
That's the like zombie Minecraft.
Yeah. Not Minecraft, but
you build stuff, right? Like you build. Is that the one where you build like traps and walls and?
No.
Okay,
you don't craft any of that. You're like you stealth. You use guns. You use whatever. You. It's very, 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 very well done. I put it away out of rage quit, like when I first got it, because I like to conserve all my gear, but apparently you need to use all your gear in order to kill a horde. but it is really, really well done. Like, it's a lot of fun. Single player, but story's really good. The gameplay is really fun.
If you ever do a stream, I know for a while there you're streaming on it, but if you do an individual gaming stream at any point where like you got your 360 or whatever connected, go show the universe of nerds out there what you did with like Oblivion. Where you collected every item in the world and put it in your tower, like some
My tower of power.
creepy OCD.
I
Well,
literally
dirty with all these artifacts that humans have created.
have
I will collect them all.
floors of treasure chests with swords.
It's just every item in the game.
All the swords are in one floor. Maces on the next floor.
I did that with a
Bows on
game.
the next.
I couldn't get past like the final level, so I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll just start collecting shit. I did that with Ultima Underworld, like
Yeah,
this
that's a good
way
one.
back in the day. Where
That's hard.
I just ran around and collected shit and brought it back to this one little thief's den and just dumped it all there. It was like my little hoard of.
What was your
stuff
game
and
within the
shinies
game?
and-
You made your own game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've rewatched over the holidays all of the Indiana Jones movies. I'm halfway through the brand new one,
Those are good,
and
man.
I realized that these aren't bad movies. Some are
great.
better than others, but in a world where there are leveled guys, Indiana Jones is a high level rogue with all the luck powers. And his hat is a bonded item. I'm like, okay, this is actually really fun, and they're decent movies. And then video game wise, there was a kind of a sale over the holidays. I bought a bunch of games. The one that I decided to play first is called Diplomacy is Not an Option. It's effectively like a castle town builder a la Age of Empires almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been pretty fun. Like, I played it for one day, but I've got the hang of the game, and I'm playing a campaign right now where you're this noble that keeps on having to put down horrible rebellions. Yeah, and it's amusing. It's fun. Yeah, it's the closest thing. It's kind of like Roblox / Lego type animation, but meets Age of Empire. Like,
Adam plays games with like god tier AAA graphics
yeah,
down to literally the sprites are just the alphabet, and that's fine.
Yep.
Like, my brain, I don't remember graphics anyway, so what does it?
no, you're kind of like your little troops are like individual level kind of thing. So
Nice.
it's not bad. It's resource management, base building, fight off the hordes, try to build a castle, kind of thing. So that's all right. That's what I've been up to. All right, recap what happened last game. Home is where your hull is. The Happy Barnacle pirates make contact with a rival pirate armada and decide to entreat with them instead of making a run for it. Sodak spends 2 days aboard the Tide River ships in a hostage exchange. Molgromere learns that the Tide Rivers have also been displaced by a great storm and are looking for a place to resupply. Molgromere hatches a plan and leads the armada to Blood Cove Bay.
Okay.
And then Sebastian took Sodak's place, basically. Sebastian's now on their ships.
Yes, the just keeping everybody honest. All right. On your travels up through to Blood Cove, there is a you're basically expecting to spend 3/4 of a day sort of sailing / paddling upstream. Who is at the hull or at the helm? Not the hull, the helm.
Yeah.
Molgromere. All right, we are as we are. There is a Sodak. In the distance, you can see there's a set of sails. I am actually going to flip things just because. Well, no, I will clear the map. 1 second. I'm just going to move this armada out of the way. As you are approaching, Ahmed, if you could roll 1d200 or 2d100, your choice.
Can you move these guys?
Give me a second. I am in the process, as I have many different fleets of
hiding in the darkness.
Oh, but the darkness of this map is chaos. It's one of those. I'll eventually have to clean this up or start to switch the tokens. Okay. I accidentally moved your vessel. Your vessel. Okay. What was your total, Ahmed?
3. Oh, map duels isn't working. That's why.
73.
73.
Okay.
Wait,
there
you
is
wanted
a
D100 or 1D200?
I wanted either 2D100 or 1D200 Ahmed's choice.
All right.
He was able to manipulate the statistics on the value. In the far distance, it's about it'd be 1,400 feet away. You can see there is a ship that is sort of heading in your direction.
Like we're gonna meet?
Like you're gonna meet. Yeah, it seems to be heading in your general direction. At this point, you see a ship.
Captain, I see a ship ahead of us.
Let's have a look. And Molgromere is gonna have a look through a spyglass. What does he see?
Okay. You see a long ship that is slightly smaller than yourself. Give me a perception check for Molgromere.
Chum chum. I think I'll 8 on this. So that's a 2, 3, like 5. Chum, chum. 34 through a spyglass.
Okay. It is being flanked by a couple of other smaller vessels. They're these smaller, sort of like oversized launches that definitely have meaty-looking rams on the front.
Do we recognize the?
Yeah, there's despite what that is, the symbol is the symbol of Blood Cove, not necessarily a pentagram sort of.
Are we on the Happy Barnacle?
You're on the Happy Barnacle, yes.
Okay. I'm referring to map for the stream. Okay.
How far are we from the fleet?
That looking ship is approaching us.
You're about 4 miles from the fleet.
Those ships are approaching us.
Well, you're also approaching them.
We're in a strait.
Give me a You're in a bay. Like you could try to move around one another because the bay is like a couple, like it's several miles wide. But
okay, we're gonna get Rose to flip them some signage.
Give me a knowledge, local or knowledge, like a profession sailor, just to as Bombards is poking through looking through the.
Do we have a ballista on our ship yet?
Your ship actually can't take ballistas because ballistas are indirect fire weapons.
No, you're thinking catapults.
Ballistas, yeah, ballistas.
I didn't say catapult. I said ballista.
Yeah. 19. They are showing their symbology looks similar to that of like local governance, but their ships kind of look piratey. So it's up to you to do with information as you would.
We're gonna send them a signal.
The other thing that you do know with that is their boats are much better in the rivers than they would be at open sea. Like,
yep,
they get blasted by a typhoon.
We're gonna send them emergency retreats to Blood Cove, massive pirate fleet at opening. I just repeat that to see if they could get them to turn around.
Okay. What is the diplomacy and or bluff bonus from your signalman?
plus 19.
Plus 19. Okay, give me a roll there.
$24. I mean, there is a pirate fleet.
Okay. This region is under martial law. Submit for boarding.
Negative. Massive pirate fleet incoming. Retreat to Blood Cove. We will talk. We will talk at port.
Negative. This port, the Blood Cove, is under martial law. You will submit for boarding.
We are going to veer to one side and then make a run for it on the other side. We're going to do a maneuver just to blow past them. We're going at full speed.
Okay. Yeah, your vessel is faster than their vessels.
Yep.
Okay. The plan is to bypass this fleet. Give me a. Let me just 1 second. I need to pull up my advanced ship combat.
I think all hands on deck at this point, and we're
Absolutely. Do they have the proper, what do you call it?
heraldry? Yeah, they look like ships.
Well, it looks kind of right. I mean,
we were traveling fast because we wanted to make good time, so it does look like we're in a hurry. We're gonna try to deke them as we try to get.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get around this.
Okay.
Yeah, your Sodak's got his big gun. What's it called again? It's not trebuchet. Why do I keep thinking that? Hackbutt. Hackbutt.
All right, you've got about a minute before your boats are going to pass. Before you start adding in all the maneuvers.
Okay, we're gonna pull to one side, and then we're gonna try to diagonal around them.
Okay.
Sodak is giving the captain guidance.
As you're approaching, you do see that there's actually a couple other smaller vessels tucked in there.
That's fine. They will be.
No, I don't.
Run over. Warning, pirate fleet, flee to Blood Cove, you fools! We will all die. And then I'll use Tide Reaver Armada.
Tide Reaver Armada. Huh. Give me a. Give me a diplomacy check explicitly.
Okay. From Molgromere or from the...
Whoever's doing your signaling.
Okay.
Molgromere could aid.
Sure.
As you're commanding Rose for, to do specific things.
$21 from the diplomacy.
21. Okay. Pull alongside. We will escort you.
Okay. We're still going to do the same maneuver. We're going to pull alongside and then fucking just blow past them.
Da, 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 da.
Okay. You're now getting a message saying slow down. Cut
Speed
speed.
Y'all speed up.
Crew frightened. And then we're just gonna do a half message, like we're having a problem with messaging.
Yeah,
just some gibberish.
Okay. All right. We need a pilot check or professional sailor check.
Yeah, let's get the aids going.
Navigating your ship.
All right, Daedalus, can you give him the intimidate check on Black Dog's hounds to do the strength aid?
Yep.
You want to give me that?
I will certainly do.
I auto aid, but I will roll.
You can get better than auto.
26, sir. I think it's +3.
Oh my word!
26, Marty.
Yeah.
+3.
Is that
Sodak
Sodak?
sailing.
Okay.
All right, Daedalus. Yeah, mule. Yeah. +3 for the strength aid.
These are Black Dog's men, and they get the size bonus.
Yep. For now, yeah. We'll
31, which is a plus 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Okay, and then we have both crews awake. This crew is actually manning the boat, and these guys are aiding. So Molgromere's men have proficient sailor +13. They aid +2. All right, now Chum Chum sailor. Why is news popping up? +3, +1, +5, and then Siren's Bard Song is an auto +5, and Rose, I think he's busy with the signaling. Okay, so we're at 10 +19 on top of Molgromere's. Happy Barnacle. Okay, 1d20 +22 +3 +19. We get a 54.
Okay.
Zoom.
All right. So, all right. So you basically do get better position from them. In their remaneuvering, because there was some convincing of what was going on. Only the two vessels to the south, so the Bombard and this weird vessel, are able to sort of take attacks at you as you zip past them, as they were expecting you to sort of move in. So you're able to basically negate 2/3 of of the potential pain involved here. All right, there's 2 attacks being made against your vessel.
Flee, you fools! Flee!
Flee, you fools! All right, so there's a ramming attack, as well as a bombard, a massive bombard.
Adam, if it looks like they're gonna attack us, can Sodak put 2 of his things on the hull to strengthen its hardness?
Sure, you can strengthen the hardness of your hull. They don't look not aggressive.
Captain, I believe they're going to strike at us.
So you got runes. You got runes in the hull that does what? +14 hit points, +5 hardness.
Let me double check. Okay, so runes, the Runeforge, durability. Yeah, increase hardness by my wisdom and hit points equal to twice my level.
Okay.
So +14, and my wisdom is.
Can you put that also on our sails?
Yes.
Okay.
Wisdom is 5. So hardness 5, hit points 14. I can do a bunch of other things, but for now I'll just do sails and two runes, which is 7 minutes and 7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So in two rounds I can do that.
I'll
prioritize the hull first, or the sails. Sails will slow us down, so sails first, right?
Yeah, you had a minute to figure it out, and it does take them a moment to like. It's not like you are actively trying to skirt past this blockade with your faster vessel without stopping. So you like it's pretty obvious that you're doing things that you shouldn't be. All right. Here. Apologies. Direct fire weapon. All right. First, the heavy bombard. That the small vessel is around, built around a heavy bombard. It is as you're whipping past. I'm going to roll a d10. This is which range increment it's actually attacking you in as you're zipping past, because you had such a good offensive roll. Apparently, you ended up deking through like a crossing sort of maneuver as you whip through between their lines. So there's no significant range penalty. And the bombard is going to attack your. I'm going to roll a D3 or a D5. 1, 2, hull, 3, 4, sails, 5, something else. Something else. You have a tiller, you have a wheel, and you have
people.
Okay.
They can also attack oars. Oars have their own AC and hit points.
Yeah, but they're individual. You have to attack a lot of oars. All right, we'll do a D4. They might end up attacking an oar. They might have just their aiming might have been off. So it is tiller, wheel. By people, it is the captain or whoever is at the wheel. 4 is an oar. Okay, so they end up actually trying to fire at your tiller on the way by. Your tiller has a higher AC, so we'll figure out your AC in a second here. First, we're going to.
How big's the bombard?
It is a gargantuan bombard.
So if it's a medium creature that's firing it, they take penalties for the size difference.
They take penalties for the size difference, and then there's feats to reduce those.
Well, there's also non-proficiency and that kind of.
The dude is proficient with his weapon.
Yep.
And then does it half the penalty? Give me a second here. It's the siege engineer. Proficient with all mishaps. No, not that one. Is it craft siege engine, or is it a feat that reduces the penalty for size category?
I master siege engineer. I don't know.
Give me a second.
Ahmed's the one that has a siege.
So, yeah. This is the whole.
10 ranks. Master siege engineer allows you to reload quicker. It doesn't do anything about the size. I think the size is just a thing you live with.
It might be. It's a siege gunner. Precision engineer 5 ranks. You take no size penalty for direct fire that you operate. If you operate indirect and you miss direct. This is an indirect. So this is an indirect fire weapon. So it's indirect fire weapon. So it doesn't. They ended up randomly target, like they weren't actually aiming for your tiller. It's just where it might end up going. So it ends up going someplace random. Give me a second here. I think they still take the penalty on the attack roll. So they are a medium creature. So large, huge, gargantuan. So they have a -6. They have a dex of 4. They have a BAB of 5. They have a good weapon. They do have an aid, -6. AC 13. And then
So a steering wheel has AC of 10, oars have AC of 12. A tiller is partially underwater, so there might be some cover from the water. Normally water grants a +8.
yeah, the tiller is partially underwater. So the tiller is AC 10 plus cover, so AC 14.
Whew.
Whoosh.
Your boat shakes a little bit as your steering device warbles.
I have a make hole grater ready.
That if it ended up hitting your tiller, there's a chance it could have disabled your ship, or at least disabled your primary steering device.
We should probably strengthen that, Captain. You can run over and start.
Everyone brace! Molgromere is one of these assholes trying to ram us.
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to be rammed right here. Let's get this. You're coming through. This bombard just took a pot shot as you're whipping through, and this kamikaze launch. Don't mind the name. Is attempting to ram into your ship. You can see it's got this complement of humans and dwarves. As it's trying to stop you dead, which, if it rolls well enough, it could do with a ramming attack. Basically, one of the things a ram will do is stop the ship. All right. Let's get the... all right, so... not propulsion and sails. It is the ramming check.
Ships have such shit ACs and CMBs and CMDs. Like, is there any way to increase that? Like, levels of the people piloting or anything like that?
So, to ram a ship must move at least 30 feet. And I'm going to read this whole block. Okay.
Yep.
All right. 30 feet and end with a square adjacent to the target. Okay, yeah, we're able to do this. The ship's pilot must make a ramming combat maneuver check against the CMD using the base CMB of the ship, plus the ship's sailing skill mod, or wisdom skill modifier if she's using that ability to control the ship, as the total CMB of the ramming maneuver. So you use the ship CMB, and then you add your pilot skill. It's a pilot skill check plus the CMB roll. It's a weird check. If the check is successful, hits a target, dealing ramming damage to the target. If the ship takes, you hurt your own ship. Okay. If the combat maneuvers CMD 5 or more, ship takes twice. If the check exceeds by 10 or more, if you hit with a solid object, bad things happen. All right, let's just check CMD really quick.
The CMD of our boat, just by the stat block, is 18. Do we add anything with Molgromere at the helm, or is there any way to make that higher, like through doing stuff?
Grappling and boarding, ship CMD, opposing ship CMD, ramming, CMD 5 or more. Ramming, CMD 5 or more. Shearing, okay. Let me quickly double check. I think rules as written, there isn't. But that means that you very quickly automatically do this stuff, which is a problem. So ship combat CMD.
Well, it depends how much damage or how much auto effect there is.
Well, if you succeed sufficiently in your roll, the other vessel is brought to a standstill. The damages aren't high. The thing is that just they bump into you and you stop moving. So I think we will run this as written, and as written, I'm naval.
We need to cast freedom of movement in our vessel.
It's a slippery vessel.
Yep. That's fine.
Grease.
Okay, yeah. So it's against 18. The CMB of their vessel is less than, like, they have a smaller ship than you by a significant amount. Let me get the water vehicles. It is one of these. And so its base CMB is, that's weird. 8 So it would be 4 plus then the pilot of the vessel's piloting check. So 1d20 plus 4 plus it is a and they are relatively wise, and he's got a crew aiding him. So 22 on the CMB check.
Yeah, this feels weird adding all their piloty stuff
without the defender getting it. I agree. All right,
so it hits without any modification to our base CMD.
It hits without any modification to your base CMD. Give me 1 second. There is advantage sailing check.
Sounds broken.
But it only beat by 4. It didn't beat by 5.
Right.
So
all right.
Took damage.
Yeah, we are 18.
So you both take damage. They've got a so your ship takes and they've got a good ram. 24 damage.
Okay.
Minus 5 minus our hardness.
Do they bypass our hardness?
No, they do not have an adamantine ram.
Okay, so 13 damage on the hull. All right.
Okay.
You added my 5?
Yeah, I got it.
They take 12 damage because they didn't get a high enough roll.
Okay, so scratch. Woo.
Okay. All right. Give me a second here, and then I'll just to describe, because we're gonna have to twist this up a little bit later. If you beat by 5, you take twice as much damage. If you beat by 10, you do twice as much damage, and the opposing ship is brought to 0 speed.
They beat us by 4.
Right. So none of that happens.
All right.
Okay. At this point, they're going to attempt to board you.
All right, we'll take. All right, your death wish.
Bring your treasure aboard. We're accepting offerings.
Okay. Apparently, the six dwarves and a gunner are attempting to climb your ship. Give me a second. I have to check their rules because I don't.
Repel borders.
Okay, they don't automatically do this. They have to.
Yes, Captain.
Try to take them alive.
I will try my best, Captain.
All right. So they need to.
Can I do and let me know when we can take turns to do stuff.
Okay, so all right, they're just going to try to grab your ship. They're not grappling your ship. They're just grabbing. So 6 number. The DC is 18. So the Ragers are pretty good at climbing. One of them fails by 5 and ends up in the drink. And then the gunner. He makes it. All right.
Okay.
Token. Okay, you have a surprise coming up, and it would be the ships are reversed. So they are currently dangling off the side of the vessel. Climbing up, and I want to put them prone because they are indeed climbing.
Okay. Let me know when we can act.
Okay, that's their actions. They're busy. Their ramming ship is all fucked up. These other ships spent their time changing direction. They're trying to. They thought everybody was following. which is fun.
Did Molgromere's men arrive?
They shot us.
Did Molgromere's men arrive with any missile weapons? They're built for muskets, but you said it's too expensive for them to have muskets.
They would have javelins and stuff by default. Bows and things require equipment.
Okay. Our turn?
Yes, sir.
Molgromere's men are going to move to repel borders, and they're going to volley down the volley a line down the side.
Okay. The
You just froze, dude.
Are no longer.
Repeat the last 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're all.
Do you still have enough people to run your ship with Molgromere's men attacking?
These guys are running. These guys are rowing.
Okay, you got that.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so what does a D6 turn into when it is
trooped?
I'll give me a second. Size gargantuan.
So the typical javelin attacks, I think, are like 4d6 for troop.
All right, so they're going to do 4d6 plus 1 in a line. 18 damage, and the DC is 18 for half.
Okay. You're not getting all of them. I think you can get, because you're above them, they're like that's have to climb up. So you're getting like a zip through. Unless you like try and dangle your dudes off the, like, are they doing something crazy acrobatics to sort of like there's a little bit of verticality going on. So you can get 3 of them with your line, unless you start to do something fun.
No, that we'll get 3 of them then.
Okay, which 3 would you like to get?
We'll get the next 3 here.
The ones in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we're going to be touching these guys, and they're going to do damage.
Okay. What was the reflex DC?
18.
Okay, all 3 fail.
Okay, they take 18 damage.
Okay.
And then the troop attack against the guys they're next against is 12 damage.
Well, we're not quite done with that first attack because they took damage while climbing.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go like this, and I'll use bars. I think they all stubbornly
hold on.
I think they just hold on. Yep, they get no. They're
Okay, and then we're next to, or we're dangling down to attack the dwarf raiders.
Okay. You have that your crew has professional sailor and like acrobatics or climb.
They have climb, professional sailor plus 11 plus 13.
Okay, so yeah, they're acrobatic enough to dangle some dudes over and holding on to ankles and stuff.
12 damage to adjacent foes.
Okay.
So they moved, they volleyed, and they attacked, and I think they're done.
All right. Well, that was pretty effective.
Troops. Yay. Seventh level troop. Feels good.
All right, so
once we get them enough muskets, that volley's fucking deadly.
They cast smoke screen.
Yep.
Okay, and then they took damage. The last one will be the gunner. Okay, two of them fall off into the sea.
Can Sodak take some shots?
Yeah. Sodak can take shots. You can either aid your captain or you can take shots.
Yeah, Rose is running down to repel borders, basically.
Okay, I'll keep hating the captain then. Does the captain say anything regarding to the...
We already did our maneuver. We're past them. So go. He ordered repel borders.
Surrender or blast your skulls like melons.
You did your maneuver. Additionally, you said that you were like pulling up alongside. There was some shenaniganry in terms of communication. So they didn't just volley you for 3 rounds or whatever.
Yeah, we're going straight. I think Molgromere, the Chum Chum Siren, and the rowers should be enough to keep the boat going.
Okay.
Okay. Sodak will shoot some a-holes, I guess.
Non-lethal if you have it, Sodak.
Yeah. One bullet per. How's that, Captain?
Molgromere is not going to micromanage you.
He's gonna aim at this guy. Put one bullet. Wait. Do both? Adam, I can fire both barrels. Reload, fire both barrels. Do they have to be the same target?
The action that triggers both barrels, I think they have to go against the same target. If it's
Okay,
like,
I'm not gonna fire both.
if you're doing it like a shotgun double trigger pull.
I'll have
If you're doing the one where you do extra damage against a single target, that one you have to be against a single target.
No, I'll just do one bullet and see what he does.
Okay.
So Bab 15. It's kind of okay. This is Dutch. 17 plus 18 from above.
Okay. Touch AC 18 against the guy who's holding onto a wall. Touches.
Okay. I'm not trying to kill him.
Get him.
I don't know if you've ever been to a rock climbing gym. Or it would be to hit those guys with a Nerf gun.
It's rock climbing and target shooting.
11 damage.
The airsoft rock wall. All right.
It's a bolt action. Need both hands.
All right. So which dude were you targeting?
The guy in the boat close to us. This guy.
Okay. All right.
The guy in the water. No, this guy.
It might want to be a peen, you know.
This dude right here.
All right.
Yeah, he looks like he has a lot. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, they're tough. They're, you know.
All right, have the second one too.
Well, he's making a check. Okay, he might be tough, but you shot him in the hand. He ends up clutching where his pinky got blown off as he falls into the sea.
Yeah, let's aim at that guy then.
Yeah, Rose ran down and has quick drawn his Naginata, so he's like got a reach weapon. He's going to start attacking guys after Sodak finishes firing.
16.
Okay.
16 on one guy.
Yeah, 16 touches a climbing barbarian.
14.
14. Okay, 14 is significant. They need to get their rage on. Okay, and then we'll see if they can make a climb check. Okay, yeah, no, he's fine. He's still.
Okay, I don't want to kill him. I'll reload and shoot the guy behind.
Arrgh.
Oh, you've got the free action reloads now?
Reaction reloads.
Awesome.
No, this is just +5.
I think these dwarves were made in stable diffusion because those axes are all sorts of fucked up.
14. 14 touch?
I
think that touches.
There's an extra handle and it's being pointed the wrong way.
Oh yeah, that's definitely high art.
Is that that tattoo looks a lot like?
Why would you have a handle way out here? Extra leverage.
This tattoo amulet thing, yeah.
It's for throwing
it, maybe.
Yeah.
Touch 14.
Touch 14. Climbing still touches him. Yeah.
14.
Okay.
So you're firing with your double-barreled musket at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely the aggressors here. The policeman came and you started shooting them with your double-barreled musket.
Policeman shot at us, rammed our vehicle.
That sounds like cops. Okay, you knock him off. You end up shooting him in the shoulder. His grip slips as he falls off into the sea.
All right, Rose is gonna start attacking guys with the polearm, the Naginata.
Okay.
Are they on ropes? Are they like grappling hooks that they throw aboard?
No,
They're just climbing a ship. Like they're
Grr. Grr.
Okay, so
Damn.
the guy,
Their plan was to hit your ship with enough force to stop it. So
the guy way out here,
yep.
AC 26.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got whacked for 15 damage. Poked with the.
He's still clinging to the boat.
Okay, our second attack against the. This would be +7. The guy next to him. AC 22
Hits him.
for 12 damage.
He's still clinging to the boat. I mean, when they finally get on the boat, I don't know what good thing they're like.
Rose will stay there, I guess. There's only 3 guys that are climbing up, and they're going to incur AOs as they climb. He's got combat reflexes, so he can beat them all again. He's got a downwards 1 foot up on the railing and a downwards grip on his naginata. Looks like he's spearfishing.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else doing a thing?
Salissa's probably changing into dwarf form to come out to see what's going on. She joins that troop. I think that's
Okay.
it.
All right. So your ship keeps moving. They spend their actions turning around to face you. You do have a single bombard shot being shot at you. The other one is currently reloading and turning around. But this is effectively the ship's move. So the dudes who are in the water are no longer near you. They are wee. Wee. They end up kind of over in this direction. This vessel ends up this way, and it is turning around. This vessel that rammed you from the south, it actually ends up kind of coming this way and turning. So it ends up over here. I'm going to move your vessel forward. This vessel turned and is kind of coming in behind, but you are faster than it. The Bombard is even slower than that, and this kamikaze vessel is trying to keep up, but is pretty far away. Okay, let me move these dudes. Okay. First things first, the Bombard is going to be attacking your vessel. It is in the second range increment. So let me grab the attack as an additional -2. Here it is. Okay, and it's firing first, and then we're going to see where it lands. So that's actually it's a natural one. Oh no! Depending on what it targeted, they might have had a.
Bombards do not suffer mishaps, but instead have misfire chance. I don't know what misfire means.
That means it's going somewhere fun. It's like a grenade, I believe.
A misfire always misses, applies the broken condition. Blah, blah, blah. A misfire, if the firearm always if it had the broken condition, when it misfires, it explodes. That's always fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is here. Just from the skin.
Oh, the so
Firearm siege weapons do not gain a mishap on natural one, but instead have a misfire value like other firearms do. Okay.
yes, there's a range.
So I think it gains the broken condition.
It's got the broken condition.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll a we'll see what it targeted. If it targets, so it's hull, sails, your captain, something else. So D5. On a 5, it's something else. I targeted your hull. So that would be 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 2. So it'd been AC 9 against your hull.
Okay.
So they didn't like their bombard is their bombard needs fixing. There's a weird poof sound and a bunch of smoke coming out from that vessel. While they have to now clear the barrel and reload.
There is a 5th level feat that would make it so that they don't generate mishaps in a roll of a natural 1. I don't know if they have that feat or not.
I saw that in the feat selection. They don't have that specific feat.
Okay. Which means the misfire of that siege engine has now increased by 4. So
additionally,
if they keep on firing and misfire again, that bombard explodes.
Yep.
Funny.
With these vessels, when they fire, what you do see is actually knocks the boats back. Like they slow down every time they shoot.
Wow.
Just in terms of the size of the ship versus the size of the cannon.
Yeah, these are city defense vessels. These aren't ocean going vessels.
This is the fuck you dinghy. All right, now the city guard marine dwarves that are connected to your vessel. Well, actually, first we are going to shoot. They're going to shoot a ballista at you from the main vessel. This has a much better gunner. I'm just going to. There's a dude who's firing a glowy bolt at you.
Oh, Sodak! Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby!
There's a cool guy who looks like he takes himself too seriously.
Papaka.
All right. Perception check to see this incoming bullet.
Okay, you're busy attacking dudes, so
same round.
Oh yeah, you're shooting at dudes. So we are. A second. I think there is a. Well, here you were rather polite.
Bang, bang, bang.
You're shooting at people now. You're not shooting at the people in the water. I'm going to roll a d3. One is violent. 3 is minimally violent. Minimally violent. Okay. There is a glowing ballista bolt being hucked at Molgromere. It's covered in like this yellow and green magic. He has the feats. He is good at this. You are in the second range increment this round. Yep. And it is a magical ballista.
It's okay. It's not your character. Sorry, Mark.
There's a penalty here for the size of the weapon. -4. But he did quaff a potion. And he will deadly aim. AC 48, critical threat.
Mm-hmm.
The crit might be a problem. This is the minimally violent retort. All right, you try to shoot your captain. 35 to confirm.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Okay, this glowing arrow, this glowing bolt comes whistling across and through. It baps Molgromere in the back. Give me a will save, Molgromere.
What kind of effect?
Sleep effect.
The deep sleep.
16.
Okay. It's an item being used by a dude, so it's against his class DC. Molgromere falls asleep at the wheel.
Okay.
Captain, what the fuck are you doing?
All right, so it is 48 plus 4 plus 1, 2, 3 is 6. So plus, and he takes 39 non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal. All right.
Big glowy arrows Molgromere back in the head.
The wheel siren's freaking out. Monkey's jumping on him, trying to wake him up.
Okay. All right. Now, you've got 3 marine policemen on the side of your vessel. Some of the marine policemen have stuff that stops boats. They each have a 5% chance of having that equipment on them that they got on you, because they don't have enough for all their men. They only have basically one amongst the lot of the Marines that were coming on, and then the other ships.
God, do they have those what are they called? Immovable rods?
No, it's the.
No, they've got even better ones that are even cheaper. Okay, so 20 on the. I'm rolling d20s. 20 on a d20. They have one in their pocket. There's 3 of them on your boat. Okay, none of them pull out anchor feather tokens. They instead try to mount your ship. They are climbing. It provokes AOs, but now that they're on the ship, they don't even have to roll. They just auto climb up.
All right. So Rose
Rose
has
gets
combat
to make
reflexes,
AOs.
so he's gonna bap them all.
Okay.
As they are climbing. It's 21, it's 23, it's 26.
Okay, all 3 hit. All 3 make their climb checks, so they all climb up. Unless your damage is ridiculous.
20, 14, 16 damage.
20 damage. Okay, the one guy is going off. The one guy slips off into the sea. As he throws one leg over, but it is not sufficient. as you blast him one. The other 2 do make it with the. Okay.
14 and 16 damage to those guys.
Yeah, they are definitely having a bad time. You will submit to the port of the Blood Cove. You will submit to the Castellany and the King.
Only if you can defeat me in combat, simple sailor.
Okay. They've climbed up and they're going to grapple you.
They could try.
That's their plan. They're basically, because they've been beaten to piss. They're gonna grab you and jump off the boat. You're under arrest. I'm sorry, I'm having a struggle here. There we go. It is the state. They're not prone anymore. Okay, so one is going to aid the other. They're going to get upset with themselves for getting their ass kicked so much.
Okay, do they have the grapple feats?
Let me check. That's a good question.
Because we still have AOs left. and improved unarmed strike, so we don't have to worry about...
Okay, well, you got a pole arm. They do not have improved grapple. So there's a aid to grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking an AO against an aid on a grapple check?
Give me a second. His dex is 5, so he's got 6 AOs. Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I think he's punching them, though, because his pole arm's out, right?
His pole. They thought you couldn't threaten because you're holding your big long stick.
Yep. So this would be I'll need 10.
Okay,
AC 27.
Their AC is much better, but not that much better.
Okay. And I believe you can apply all the weapon finesse things to a punch.
Unarmed breaks are finessable.
1d6 plus 7 for dex and 2 for graceful applies. Yep. So the AOO from the punch is 14. Little roundhouse kick. What up?
All right, so that's a penalty on his aid check. 1d20 plus Bab plus strength is 11. Plus 12. Plus flank is 13. So 1d20 minus 1. Are you subject to flanking?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Give me a second. Okay. He has uncanny dodge.
So he's not subject to being flat-footed. It's the improved uncanny dodge then.
Yeah.
Okay. There is an aid. All right. Now, so give me a second. State. This is where the bars. Okay, so he did rage. So he's still awake, and he's not down into his rage hit points, but he's very close. The other guy though is gonna rage, and he's gonna do it because for the Castellan. All right, take an AO.
Oh no, not one. 25 would have hit.
You would have hit. All right, grabbing him. 21 on the grapple check.
Oh. I gotta see if he's got dodge bonuses to AC that I didn't include in here. Yeah. CMD is 20 without the dodge bonuses. He's got 2 dodge bonuses from different areas. He also has... I forgot his monk charisma in here as well. So give me a second. His CMD is something like 30. Yeah, 30. So no, he does not get grabbed.
Okay.
He almost biffed him, and he's like, no, he's pushing the hands away and using the pole arm as a way to twist their grabs.
Okay. You're able to like fight them off. They're like they do have big axes on their back. They haven't drawn them yet. They seem to be like trying to grab you. They do feel like they might look slightly outnumbered where they are currently.
A simple sailor finds himself aboard another man's ship. They should go for a plunge or surrender.
Okay, they're out of actions.
Yep.
I mean, they could like 5 foot, I guess, 5 foot step off. All right. Your vessel doesn't currently have anybody at the helm. Well, you have a guy at the helm, but what are you doing to react to that?
Okay, well, Chum Chum's jumping up, biting Molgromere's ear to wake him up, and Siren is pushing him over to
take command.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me Siren's pilot check.
Okay. She's maintaining her bard song. $26.
Okay, you're able to like keep the ship maintaining speed, and you're not like there's no disruption. You still have the speed advantage in this case. Leia, upstairs.
Does Chum Chum biting Molgromere's ear wake him up?
Does Chum Chum is able to do damage?
Monkeys
he does.
have
like he can do non-lethal.
A bite that does 1d3 minus 4. So you can
he wakes Molgromere up. Molgromere has a big headache.
All right. He's got one more non-lethal. Molgromere shakes himself awake and will. I don't know if he can take the wheel at the same. Like,
it'll be the next round. Okay. Basically, sorry, Sodak, what are you doing?
Rose looks like he's having fun with these guys. He's got the polearm out. He's gonna whack them both in the heads.
Sodak's gonna go over and what's so Molgromere is asleep?
Not anymore. There's a monkey chewing on his face.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Bolt's still stuck in his back.
He's got
Sorry,
40 non-lethal, so he's not like perfect condition.
He's punch drunk.
Yeah, let's cure some of that.
He's injured, not bloodied.
Yeah, we don't need you to go down. Okay. I shall cast on thee a second circle spell of cure moderate wounds, which is 2d8 plus 7. Yeah, 2d8, 16, 7, 23.
23, 17 on lethal, and then Saliss is going to magic missile the 2 dwarven ragers. Let me figure out the damage here. One of them is going to get. Okay. One of them, the far one's going to take 5 damage.
Okay.
And the other one takes 7.
All right. The far one takes 5, and the closer one takes 7. The closer one is. Okay. The closer one is falling unconscious. It looks like he's attempting to fall off the ship. Like he's not fully on the ship. Like he's going to slip off if nobody grabs him.
He's attempting to fall off. He's trying to fall off.
He gets hit. You could see that he might be able to. Like he's. Give me a sense motive, Sodak.
Okay, so that seems kind of stupid.
They're in single-digit points and can't touch Rose. They're like, maybe we shouldn't be here.
27.
Okay. He is raging. He voluntarily let his rage fall, and he did sort of. He's kind of like he's choosing to go unconscious, then be put into like rage death potential.
Okay, but he's not trying to fall off the ship. Is what I'm asking.
He is trying to. He's taking steps to preserve his life.
Okay.
Now, whether or not you
do not kill them,
but he is in the part like if nobody grabs him, he does fall off. Up to you whether you care.
I cast a spell. Can I?
Well, you've already ran over and healed the captain. If you have any actions left.
Well, I 5-foot step and cast.
Okay, so
I have a move. I have a move, but that's it. I can move up next to him.
Okay.
Can I shoulder like bull rush him? Or these guys? Or just yell in order? If these guys are already here.
Yeah, the Molgromere's men are going to go surround these 2 dwarves.
Okay.
Don't let them fall.
We'll surround the unconscious one. One action, I guess they could grab the dwarf.
Okay.
And then they took an action to grab the dwarf. There's going to be a non-lethal swarm attack against this dwarf.
Okay. You knock him out.
2d8 plus 1.
Oh.
10 damage. Non-lethal.
Knock him out. We're just gonna straight up. We're gonna skip to. You've got 2 of them made it on board.
All right, and they're just basically going to seize their prisoners.
Okay, you've got 2 prisoners.
Rose does a bow to the guy in the water as he's leaving. There's a big smile on his face.
There's a great rude dwarfish.
Right. And then he twirls his staff and then like does a quick bow to Molgromere and then sees that Siren's at the wheel. Oh, what happened? I blinked. Molgromere turned into a lady.
Okay. Are you maintaining full speed?
Yeah, we're beaking it to Blood Cove.
Okay, you are being followed. One crew is repairing its bombard. The other one is in the middle of reloading its bombard. They are going to take one more shot at you before it becomes impractical to aim at you. And I think the guy who tried to knock out your captain, would he do that again? Give me a second. I'm going to roll a die.
They're reloading. I'm going to put two runes on the rudder. That's what they were aiming for before, right? Not the rudder, the what's it called?
So this dude ends up sort of like, these dudes end up, wee. Okay, there's one more attack being made against your ship with a bombard. I'm going to roll a d5 again. Apparently, it's like, no, we only attack the captain. This is 2 rounds later. You can have Molgromere back at the helm if you'd like.
Sodak's ready to...
Siren, I think, has healing spells, so Siren probably healed Molgromere. Give me a second. 2 rounds with a... Nope, apparently she did not take cure light wounds. Oops. Let's see. Molgromere can...
I'm getting a Christmas cake. By Christmas cake, it's just a cake, but... Anyways.
Molgromere can cure himself.
Yeah, Molgromere's a bard.
Yep. He's also first level Oracle for the charisma deck shenanigans.
Okay, it goes tiller, wheel, the guy at the helm, whomever is at the helm, and then something else is for the other crew member, one of your siege weapons, one of your oars. Okay, it's attacking one of the siege weapons.
All of our siege weapons are junk relative, like bombards and shit. Go ahead.
Adam, Sodak would like to do AA, anti-artillery.
Okay.
Not anti-aircraft, anti-artillery.
All right, this is a pretty significant thing to attack. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Captain, I need goggles of the eagle, if you please.
It's on the list, dude. It just we need time.
Perception. Oh, did I? No, that's not perception.
Sodak hasn't finished training for his level yet. We need time.
What did I roll? 24.
Okay. It comes whistling by.
Oh, crap.
We've got 7 siege weapons.
Okay.
What was that?
In the list, it is hitting the 4th siege weapon.
Okay, one of our light masterwork ballistas on the port side.
Okay. It is doing 27 damage to that ballista.
What are the hit points of a ballista?
You just have on that sheet. A light ballista has.
I'm guessing like 50.
It would be a it'd be like what, 3 size categories larger than a crossbow. Yeah, a light ballista has hardness 5, 50 hit points. There you go.
All right. Where's our? So 22 damage. It's not quite. It's not broken yet.
Okay, and as long as you keep the your sails full and your rowers rowing, you're able to keep ahead of this patrol or this blockade.
Sodak, Rose, get Daedalus up here.
Yes, Captain.
The group of you keep an eye out for Ganzorig and the others.
Okay, I'll go grab Daedalus.
Okay. Speaking of Ganzorig and the others,
Yeah, let's take a quick bio break.
quick bio break. I will eat my Christmas cake.
All right, I pause the recording.